360 NCAA football 2014. If you do follow video games, you know that this is one of the good ones as far as price goes. Hey gang, it's Tuesday morning, September 22nd. Do I got that right? Only one order overnight since yesterday, but it was a good one. I sold this Xbox 360 NCAA football 2014. If you do follow video games, you know that this is one of the good ones as far as price goes. I paid $5 for this at a yard sale, and this ended up selling for, I believe it was $99.74 plus shipping. I need to find more of these. Okay, in a few, I'm going to show you what I picked up yesterday at the thrift stores. I also picked up this giant 4-foot bag of packing peanuts and 2 more giant rolls of the big bubble wrap, because the one I have up there is starting to get a little small. I have more of those. Those are easy to get on Amazon. The big ones are hard to find. So let's take a look at what I got at the thrift stores yesterday. I'm noticing that there's a lot less good stuff in these stores lately. I don't know if it's just because it's the time of the season or just everybody is out trying to do the same thing and figuring out that you can get good deals at these places. All right, so the first thing I bought, it was actually for me here to help me organize whether it be VHS tapes, DVDs, or video games. Picked up this rack here at a Savers. You can see I got a DVD up there. I paid $5.99 for it, so these things slide. I can separate. What I'm going to do is I'll probably separate the games by system, by if it's a sports game, an action game, or whatever, a kid's game, and just it'll make it easier to find the stuff when I'm looking for it. And again, here's Finn. Good boy. So I grabbed these dog, what is it called? Dog, there's a tag here. Men's ultralight golf kind of shoes, I guess. And they're brand new. I got them at a Savers. There was no price on it. So when I got to the register, they just said, how about $8.99? And I said, perfect, because when I checked these on eBay, when I grabbed them, they're selling anywhere from $30 to $45. Picked up this GE alarm clock radio for $4.99. Plugged it in the store, checked the battery compartment. Everything works. The radio works. The clock works. And I saw these selling around $20-25. This was kind of cool. It's like a miniature golf bag. It's a McGregor. But I think this is actually used to carry... I want to say to carry like wine. I took the cover off, and it's just, I guess you could put wine bottles in here. You can store your golf balls in here, whatever. I paid $4.99 at Goodwill, and Finn's got the other part. You holding that for me, buddy? Okay. Yeah, so $4.99, but I saw there's a couple little marks on it that I'll have to show in the photos, but I saw a few of these selling around $20, $25, even $30 and up. So I think it might just depend on the color. And there's a little bit of staining right there, but I figure for $5, worth a shot. Okay, then I grabbed these men's Rydell ice skates. I don't know, they must be figure skates for men. They were $6.99, and the blades look pretty good. They probably need to be sharpened, but I couldn't find this exact model on eBay. I didn't really look hard enough. I think these, see how they have a 10 marked here? I think these were used at like a public skating rink. I think I can get at least $20-25 out of these, and since it's September, the ice skates should start selling for the winter. And then the last thing is this Pioneer Pure Vision Plasma Display System. It's a media receiver. I'm not really sure what it does. I paid $9.99 for it. I plugged it in, it powered up, but I have no way of testing it. This part opens. See, I guess it's kind of like it's a media hub kind of thing where you can plug everything in and run from it. When I looked it up on eBay, they're selling at around $100. There was some that were like 75. There was some that were over 100. Take out. Okay, now he's trying to eat the box. No. Finn, no. He's testing me. So let's do a little dog training. No. Good boy. Good boy. See? You're getting it. He's a good dog. He's a little crazy at times, but he's doing well. He's getting there. Still getting me up at 4:30 every morning because he's got to go out. And I got to get up because we obviously don't want any accidents. And then we end up in my basement on the couch down there. He falls right back to sleep, and I'm wide awake watching TV. So I don't mind, though. He's a good boy. My other dog just sleeps. He doesn't care. Nothing bothers him. All right, so that is what I got yesterday. Today, I'm going to probably list some stuff and do more rearranging in here. And maybe I might hit a Savers that I didn't hit yesterday. We'll see. My kids are home today from school, so I might just stick around and hang around this area. It's Tuesday afternoon. I'm actually back from a trip. I went to 2 Savers, and I came back with 3 full IKEA bags of stuff, especially at the second Savers where I got most of it. So I'm going to show you what I got. Some cool stuff here. Okay, first thing is this, I think it's called My Toys Cat Keyboard. I looked it up, and it does play. Sorry for the shaking camera, but I'm pressing all the buttons here. But it does work. As you can see, I paid $4.99, and this little keyboard in working condition like this, I gotta clean it up a little, but they're selling around 20 bucks, $25 plus shipping. So a lot of the stuff that I got today is take a chance, because a lot of it was priced really well, and it was worth to you know, this put out the money and hope that I get a good return on this stuff. So that's one thing. Then I got a bunch of board games. First one is Monopoly Here and Now, the World Edition. This was $2.99. I don't know if all the pieces are in here. That's the thing, with these used games, you don't know if it's complete. Hopefully it is. If it is, I should be able to get about 20 bucks out of this plus shipping. And then I picked up this Risk 2210 AD for $1.99. The box is all taped up, so I couldn't really look in it in the store. It's actually pretty heavy, and if it is complete, I'll probably get 20, 25 bucks out of this too. I'm wondering what's in here because it's pretty heavy for a game. Then I grabbed some vintage games. This is a Parker Brothers Masterpiece Art Auction game. This was $1.99 also, and again, I don't know if it's complete, but sold comps on eBay for this version, which I believe I had the date on here somewhere. 1970. I don't know if you can see that. 1970 version. It's actually in pretty good shape for 1970. This can go anywhere from $25 to $30, $35 from what I could see. Another Parker Brothers game. This is Landslide. This is from 1971, I believe. This is $1.99 also. And also, if this is complete, this sells right around 20, 25 bucks, maybe 30 here and there. There's a little bubbling on the box that I'll have to show in the photos, but for such an old game, it looks like it's in decent shape. I'm just wondering what's inside. And then it's the 1973 version of Billionaire, Parker Brothers game of Global Enterprise. Again, this was $1.99, as you can see there. Like I said, it was worth taking a shot on these for 2 bucks, especially being this old. And the return on this one should be about $20, $25 if everything's there. If these games aren't complete, then I just lower the price and hope somebody will buy it. You know, some kind of collector will take them for a little less money. So we'll see how these go. Christmas is coming, as I keep saying. All right, let's shift over here. I picked up these Cruisers rollerblades, or roller skates actually. They're sneakers. I don't remember what size they are, but I only paid $5.99 for them. They're in pretty good condition, and I think I could probably get at least $30 out of them, maybe even more. I'm thinking probably going to be around 40 for these things. I picked up this Star Wars, the Black Series, Titanium Series, Darth Vader and Stormtrooper. To tell you the truth, I don't know what these things are, but I paid $5.99, and I mean, they only go for $15, maybe $20. Seems like it's brand new, unless somebody resealed this, but I'm not sure what these things are. Then I grabbed this set. They were $1.49 each. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're Oreo cookie anniversary tins. So it goes from 1993. We got 94, 95, 96, 97. Just alone, one of these was, I think, $10, and the rest of them were, you know, right around $7. But I saw people selling like the whole set like this, and they were getting like 30 bucks out of them. So if I paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they were $1.50. I also had a 20% off on this, so we're gonna call this $1. So I'm gonna call this $5. So if I can get 25 out of this, that's a good pickup on these. Grab this. What was this called? Obviously, it's a globe. It's the Cram's Universal Terrestrial Globe, 10.5 inch. Doesn't have the base, so obviously that's gonna take away some of the value. But the ones with the base, I saw a couple on there sold for like $25, $30, and I paid $4.99 for this. So I should be able to get a little bit of money on it. It's kind of a cool look to it. If someone knows how to, someone's handy, you can rig up some kind of base. It's a nice looking globe. I grabbed this Rival vintage crock pot. And it actually has a plastic cover and with a little swivel lid here, I guess, to let some steam out. I tried it in the store. It worked. I let it heat up, and I put it on high, and it got pretty hot. So I paid $6.99 for this. I should be able to get about anywhere from $20 to $30 for this thing, plus shipping. Grab this Bewitched, the complete series, 8 seasons, I believe it, yeah, DVD. It is in plastic, but there's a little, the plastic is ripped right there. I'll have to put that in the description, but it is brand new. Paid $10 for this, but I saw it selling right around, I want to say 35 for the set. And that was for used. So if I can pass this as new, which it is, even though it's got a little rip there, I might even get 40, 45 out of it. These were a cool find, $1.29 each, and I almost went past them, but then I saw that logo, and I remember from selling the Peloton shoes, cleats, last week. So I looked it up, and yes, these are Peloton drinking, I don't know what you call them, hydration bottles or whatever. One of these goes for about 15, 20 bucks, but I saw, like, if you put up a set like this, you can probably get $30 to $40, and I paid $1.29 each. So that was a good find. Got tennis balls, but these are for Finn, so he can run around in the yard, $1.99. And then one of the better pickups was this Princess Bride UMD video for PlayStation. It was $2.99. I almost bypassed it. I just kind of, there was Electra, and there was one other movie. I checked those first, they were like $5. But when I scanned this one in used condition, at least 2 of them had sold for like $35 to $40 each. And this still has a security sticker on the bottom. So I did open it. The disc is in there. I didn't want to take it out, so I'm gonna put that in the description. That I'm gonna try to take a photo of kind of this open, showing the disc. I didn't want to take it out to inspect the back of it. It just seems like this was never taken out of the package. But yeah, this was a good find. So $2.99. I should be able to get at least $30 out of this. Good morning. It's Thursday, September 24th. It's about 7:30 a.m. I'm out here in the studio. Only 2 orders today. I just wanted, before I show you what the orders were, I just wanted to kind of go over something I've noticed, and other sellers on eBay have noticed too. I'm not the only one. Sales have dropped dramatically during the month of September. For me, definitely the last 2 or 3 weeks. I do this part-time. I was averaging anywhere from 2 to 10 sales a day. Right now I'm down to 0 to 2, and like I said, I have 2 today. I had none yesterday. I've been on support with eBay, and they've tried all kinds of things. I don't know what's going on. They're having a big seller Zoom conference or whatever, and I'm hoping other sellers that go attend this thing are going to ask, you know, what are the reasons for this? It seems like they're pushing. Now, I just started trying this, so we'll see if this actually works, but they're pushing sellers to promote their listings, which means giving more money to eBay. So not only will they take their listing fees and the final value fee, but if you promote a listing, it's supposed to get your item up higher in search. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but they recommend anywhere from I think it's like 2 to 9, 10% of the final value. So if you're already paying a final value fee and say you promote something for 5%, you're going to give them another 5%. If something sells for, $20, you're giving them another $1 if it's going to help boost sales. So I tried it on a bunch of my items early this morning, and we'll see what happens. I did a lot of the higher price items, so if I take $2 or $3 off of that, it's not really a big deal. Stuff that's selling for like $7.99, kind of stay away from. I don't really care about those. I'm just hoping that this takes care of this, because it's getting really bad right now. And I had a whole issue. If you opted into the business policies on eBay, meaning you can set up all your shipping, your returns, and everything, give second thought to that, and I want to thank the guys in one of the Facebook reseller group I'm in telling me to opt out of it, because I was having an issue with shipping policies. eBay was automatically adding all these policies to my account that I wasn't using. And so I had like 30 different shipping policies, and all of a sudden yesterday morning, I was unable to list any new items, because when I got in there and I got to choose my shipping weight and dimensions and all that, everything was grayed out. Everything was locked. I couldn't choose any kind of shipping format. So I couldn't list the item. And I got on with support again, and they're escalating it and this and that. But a couple of the guys in the reseller group told me to opt out of business policies, which I did. And then all of a sudden I was able to list right away. So I got out of that. I'm setting up my returns policy on my own. Another thing I've learned is that if you offer returns on your items, I never offered returns. To me, I'm not Amazon, I'm not Walmart, so I'm not a big store, so you're not going to bring back something that you bought. It's eBay, you're buying used stuff for the most part. You buy what you read the description, know what you're buying, and that's it. Well, apparently eBay, no matter what, sides with the buyer 100% of the time. My friend Chris just went through, he's still going through this ordeal where he might lose $190 on an order that he had, and it wasn't his fault at all. He sent out two, I'm not going to say what the item was, but he sent out two. The buyer bought two of these things that he was selling, and from what I understand, they were knockoffs, and Chris didn't know that. So he wanted a refund, so he only sent back one, and eBay doesn't care that they only sent back one. They want Chris to give him a full refund on it. eBay, I guess their rationale is that, well, he sent something back. So from what I understand now is that if you do offer returns, you will at least get 50%, or you only have to refund 50%, and eBay can't do anything about that. So I'm on the computer right now. I'm setting up my returns to offer returns, but to have the buyer pay shipping on returns, because I've had like 3 or 4 returns that I took back because something broke. It was mainly from USPS breaking something, and I did get, I filed the claims on that, and I got the money back, but I paid one of the items I wanted back, and I actually had to pay the shipping on it. So I set it so the buyer has to pay shipping if they want to return. This way you have some sort of protection with eBay. But let's get to the 2 orders. So right after I did the business policy thing, I opted out of that. I was able to list, and I listed this Wii Sports video game. I listed it for $16.99 free shipping, and literally within 10 minutes, it sold. 10 minutes after I listed it, and I hadn't been able to list all day. And then 10 minutes after that, I sell these lot of 4 Quiet Riot cassette tapes. I believe these sold for $10 plus shipping. So I just found it kind of odd that right after I got my shipping and I opted out of all that stuff, and I was able to list again, I got 2 orders right away. It's just I don't know, too coincidental to me. But then I didn't get anything overnight. I had watches on like 4 or 5 things. I sent offers, but nothing yet. So I'm going to keep a close eye on it. I got a lot of stuff to list today. I'm going to take you around the studio. I have been working in here to get this place cleaned up. So let's take a quick pan around the room. All right, so there's the piano. So I got this whole area cleared out, which is good. And my electronic drum kit's got to stay there. I can't do anything about that. Cleared the doorway a little bit. I moved my cart here. All this stuff on this cart, except for the Wii, I believe that Wii system down the bottom is listed. Everything else has to be listed that's on this cart. I moved my shipping table, packing table back over here. It's just easier because the bubble wrap is up above. It was just kind of hard having those other things in the way to get to that storage underneath here. And if you can see, I started to label things, handheld games. I haven't labeled anything else, but that's it so far. I filled up another bin that's got to go to the storage unit with listed products. Started another one, and I moved the shelving unit with the boxes back here, and I got the big bag of peanuts on the bottom, and all this stuff here on these two shelves also has to get listed. And then I have to list most of the stuff that's hanging on this as well, the clothes. I got to get these Halloween costumes up before Halloween is over. This is that rack that I got for $4.99 or $5.99 at Savers the other day. I started to go through the Wii games. I have a Wii set up in here now. Before I sell it, I want to get these all tested and make sure they work. There's that giant stereo, which I am thinking of selling that thing. It works fine. It's just too big. Because I paid 20 bucks for it, I took it. And then I kept the light box over here. And then we got my computer station. This desk is actually an uplift desk, so if I want to, I'm not going to do it right now just because I got cables attached to it. But this desk, if you look at this, I can have this go up and down. If I want to stand, I have it set to a certain height, and I can have it go back down to my sitting height, and you can have up to 4. It was pretty expensive, but it's really good to have, especially when I'm doing my music and I don't feel like sitting and I want to stand to edit or whatever, or even editing my videos. I can raise the desk and stand, or it just gets you moving pretty much. So today I'm going in a little while. I actually bought 3 damaged deck boxes from a lady that was local. I've been looking for deck boxes because if you notice, there was a lot of boxes not in here anymore, shipping boxes. That's because I wanted to get a deck box to kind of keep them outside and keep them stored in there, and then when I need them, I can just go out and get them. But I ended up finding a lady that was selling 3 of them. I guess they had ordered 3, her and her husband, and they came in damaged, so she tried selling them damaged. And if I wanted to buy 1 deck box, they're probably around $100. You know, a good one would be like $200. She was selling all 3. 1 was already built, and 2 were still in the box. All 3 for $80. So I scooped those up, and I put them together. You know, they are damaged. They're kind of bent on a couple of corners, but I got them together. I used good old Gorilla Tape on some of the cracks, and I got them already got them filled with boxes. If I find that they're gonna leak, I'm just gonna throw a top over them and just keep that. They're right behind this wall in the back of the garage and back of the studio. So I just have to. It's just a matter of me going out there and, you know, looking through them and seeing what I need. I should be good with as far as storing boxes and keeping them out of here. The only boxes I'm keeping in here are the USPS Priority and all my newspapers and stuff, and a few other smaller boxes. After that, I'm actually going to pick a Pioneer tuner up later today, that for a really good price, that should do really well on eBay, and I'll tell you more about that later. But may or may not go hit a Savers store today. I'm not sure. I'm going to see how it goes, how much I can get done. I gotta get this stuff listed, but you'll find out in the next segment. Back from a trip to 2 Savers and a Goodwill store. Got some stuff. Let's get right to it. First up, Titanic the board game. I picked this up at Savers for $5.99. I don't know if everything is there. I got to check that out, but it was worth taking a chance because comps on this, I believe, are around $40, $45 if it's complete. So we'll see what happens. Then also at Savers for $5.99, another chance I took, the Star Wars Epic Duels game. I don't know if this is complete either. It was kind of taped shut. There was no way to check it out in the store. I got it open finally. But if this is complete, I saw some of these selling for a pretty good amount of money, at least 50 bucks. So again, for $6, I either take a loss of $6. I could sell it incomplete for a little less money, or I can hopefully cash in on this thing. Grabbed another Viewmaster. This one is kind of cool. It was $2.99 at Goodwill. kind of like a candy apple red. And it has a bunch of slides with it from the 60s all the way to the 2000s. I'll probably lock this up with one or two of the other ones that I have with the slides, and probably get a good price out of it. Savers, I picked up this bag of Wii remote covers, cases, whatever you want to call them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in here. This I'll keep in the studio. If I end up getting a Wii with a remote that doesn't have this, I'll just throw one of these on. Just a little extra accessory. Grabbed a couple of hats. I kind of paid up on these. $5.49 for this Celtics. It's a Mitchell & Ness, and it's got the gold brim underneath here. It's a red Celtics hat, which was kind of weird. I didn't really find any information. I didn't look really hard, but I thought it was different enough and cool enough to take a chance on. The other hat is this Air Jordan hat for $6.49. Saw some other Air Jordan hats selling like 30 bucks, so I thought this was worth a chance taking on. It looks like a flat brim. It's a snap back. Gotta clean it up a little bit, but this should do well. Grab this Welcome to Paradise puzzle at, I believe this was at Savers. Yeah, it was $1.99, 2,000 pieces. I don't know if it's all there. I guess I'm gonna have to count the pieces, but I saw a sold comp on this for like 35 bucks, so we shall see. Grab this Gemini video cassette rewinder. I did well on another one. It wasn't Gemini. I don't remember what brand it was, but this was $2.99. I like to grab these. I have another one up for sale too. I could probably get like $15 out of this. So I found these Reebok S. Carter sneakers with the New York Yankees logo on them. They're in pretty good shape from what I could tell. They need to be cleaned up a little, as you can see here. That's not a big deal. I got some OxyClean to kind of clean them off a little bit and some brushes. But all in all, they look like they're in pretty good condition. I think I paid, let's see, $11.99 for them. And other versions of this sneaker were going for like 60 bucks. I'm wondering if, because the Yankee logo is on here, that these could either go for a little more or a little less. I'm going to find out. Grab this Mitsubishi VHS video cassette stereo video cassette recorder. It did start up in the store. It was $6.99, and I'm gonna have to put it to the test with the TV and make sure it plays and all that stuff. But this was selling around $60 to $70 if it's working. And then the last thing was this Emerson DVD and VHS player, $6.99 for this too. This powered up in the store. Got to test it out, clean it up, and if it is working, I can probably get about $60 out of this as well, maybe even more. Saturday morning, September 26th, just went to one yard sale. I got my piano guy coming again for the piano in the house, so I got to be here. But I did manage to pick up a few things and made a nice contact out of it. First thing I want to show you is I did pick up this Pioneer receiver yesterday for $30. It's the SX828. Power's on. I haven't been able to test it yet, but sold comps on this on eBay range from $200 to $300, so I'm hoping that I can get somewhere within that range if it all works. So at the yard sale, I was able to pick up two DVD VCR combos, one Sylvania and the other one is a Philips. They both powered up at the place. I got to test them out. The lady said if they don't work, I can take them back, which was cool. Also grabbed this kind of old school General Electric little boom box. The radio worked. The tape player was playing and rewinding, not with a cassette in it. I got to try that. It does have the antenna here, so that's always good. I haven't checked what these are worth yet, just because the lady said I can bring them back if they don't work. So these were $5 each, and I ended up working out a bundle deal because I also picked up this Mickey Mouse telephone, and it takes 6C batteries. We opened a compartment and it was really clean. There were no batteries in it. Unable to test, an old school phone, so it was unable to test it there. They didn't have a phone line. I don't have a house phone, so I can't test it here, but she also said that I could bring this back if it doesn't work. So I got to get this cleaned up. So altogether, I paid $30 for the Mickey Mouse, the two DVD VCR combos, and the little boombox. And I saw this selling around $50 to $65, $70 on eBay. So I'm hoping it works. Get it cleaned up, make it look nice, and we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, we got 5 orders going out today. The most I've had pretty much all week. If you've been watching the other videos, you know things have been really slow. The first one is this vintage Hot Wheels Corvette Stingray number 35 Redline. This isn't worth as much as some of the other ones, so this sold for $6.29 plus shipping. Next up, we have this Tonka. It's just a small one. It's a Formula One car hauler. I put free shipping on this just because it wasn't selling, and it ended up selling for $13.49 with free shipping. Next up is a set of these Berenstein Bears mugs. There's 2 of them. They're pretty much new. I put new on them. They don't look like they've ever been used. They're a little dirty. I got to clean them up because they've been sitting in a box for a long time. These sold for, just have to look at my notes. These sold for $15.29 plus shipping. The reason that a lot of the prices are kind of weird as compared to my usual prices is that I've been running a 10% off sale and then also promoting listings to try to jumpstart my sales, and it helped a little bit yesterday, so I'm hopefully this is going to keep the trend going. All right, then I sold this Nintendo Wii. It's just a console, it's a power cable, and there's 2 controllers here. They're kind of dirty. They need to be cleaned. The controllers are untested. I didn't have a charger for them. That's in the description. And the Wii did power up, but it's untested. I didn't have any of the other cables to plug it into a TV, and also I didn't have any games at the time. So that's all in the description. That's on the video right now before I even send this out. This sold for $44.99 plus shipping. And then lastly, this Fukagawa, I think I'm saying that right, vegetable bowl with lid. This was in that storage unit buy, so it's been sitting for a while. Barely paid anything for it, maybe 50 cents. And this sold for $7.99 plus shipping. Now I wanted to just get into something real quick here about eBay. I just went through this big return thing. So this guy bought a Snoopy plush thing that maybe talk or makes noise. It was like a mariachi Snoopy. I had it up there. He bought it for $9.99. The description stated there were stains on it. You know, it's well used. I got it at a yard sale for $1. It's well used. Stains are on it. And I said it may or may not work. It's untested. That was all in the description. So he bought it. I shipped it to him. And then yesterday I get a return request. And the reasons he's returning it are the very reasons that I put in the description. There's multiple stains on it, and it doesn't work. I went onto eBay chat support to ask them, you know, what can I do? And they said, well, try to work something out with the buyer, or offer a partial refund, and then they can keep it. I didn't care. I don't want the thing back. So I offered 25% back, which is $2.50. They declined that. And then the only options I had after that were to accept the return, which meant I pay for a label for them to ship it back. And once I get it, I refund them the full amount of the item plus the shipping they paid. So I just paid for 2 shipping costs. The other option was to let them keep it and give them the full refund for the item and their original shipping. So either way, it's kind of the same thing. I lose out. I went on to eBay chat support again, and they said, well, you got to try to work this out, you know, this and that, the usual nonsense. They were, like my friend Chris said, they were reading from a script. They weren't really listening to or paying attention or reading anything that I was typing in. So I went to do a full refund, and I noticed there was an option to just refund the item amount. So I did that. It was $9.99. So that got refunded. Maybe an hour later, I get a case opened up against me from the buyer. And the reason was that he said I changed the description after he asked for a refund. Now, if you know anything about eBay, once there's an offer on something or something is bought, eBay locks the ability to change anything in the listing. So it was impossible for me to change anything. And I didn't. It said it right from the start. It's obvious the buyer did not read the description before purchasing. And when I wrote back to him, I said, you know, I'm going to give you a refund, but please in the future, when making purchases on eBay, read the description so you know what you're getting. You know, you don't want to be surprised, you know, why doesn't this work? And then you say, oh, I didn't read that part. So you got to please read descriptions before you purchase things. It just makes it easier on everybody. He probably wouldn't have bought it if he had read the description, and it would have been fine. You know, he's not out the money, I'm not out the whatever. eBay automatically, within minutes, ruled against me in his favor. And they took I think it was like $9.90 shipping out of my account. So at that point, I was pretty upset. I went back onto chat support, and they escalated it for me. And they looked at they can see the messages. They saw everything. They saw the description, what it said. And they were going to escalate it to offline communication, which they did. And within minutes, I got the $9.90 back because they emailed me and said, yeah, we see that the description was right. and he should have read that, and you know, you don't need to pay the shipping, so I got that back. So the moral of the story is, read the description on eBay before you purchase. Thank you. Good morning. It's Monday morning, September 28th. The camera that I'm using right now is a GoPro Hero 8 Black, and this is actually the last segment I'm going to be filming on this because I just sold it yesterday on eBay with some accessories. The good part is that I sold it for an amount that I just needed to put a little bit more money to get a GoPro Hero 9 that just came out. There may not be any videos being recorded this week unless I use my iPhone, but as soon as that Hero 9 comes in, which hopefully be in a few days, it says 2-day shipping, but I don't know if they're backed up on orders, I'll be starting to shoot with that. But this is the last segment using this camera. And this sale was part of 9 sales I had yesterday and last night. So let's get started with that. First up is this Oreo cookie jar. I got this at a yard sale probably 2 months ago for $1, and I received an offer for $15 plus shipping. Accepted that. And then we got another Hot Wheels here, red line. This is the large charge, and this sold for $20 plus shipping. Gotta love these Hot Wheels. Okay, next we have this set of brass candlestick holders that I got at that Bellingham big yard sale, what, 3 months ago. Probably have $1 into these. These didn't go for much. These went for $7.10 plus shipping. I had them up for $8.99 and someone offered $7.10. So just to get them out of here, I accepted that. Made a little bit of money on it. And then we have this Techniques, however you say it, stereo double cassette deck, the RSTR 255. This was actually mine, so I got this years ago, and there was no power cable with this. I couldn't find it, so I put that in the description. It was working the last time I used it, probably like 6 months ago. I'm going to see if I have a power cable from one of the other units in here just to make sure it works. But this sold for $31.49 plus shipping. Okay, then I got this set of Betty Boop car mats. There's 2 of them here for the front of the car. I got this at a yard sale a couple of months ago. I paid $2 for them. And these sold for, I believe, $15.29 plus shipping. Next up is Chicago Blackhawks. I believe this is Mitchell and Ness hat. I think I paid $1, maybe $1.50 for this, and this sold for $15 plus shipping. Then the next sale is the GoPro that you're watching on right now. I made a deal with the guy. The guy he wanted to get like a total price with the shipping included, so we kind of worked something out where I wasn't really gonna lose much on the original price that I had. I think I had it priced at like, I want to say $329 plus shipping, but we settled on $320 shipped. It's going to I believe it's the Kansas City area. So, I mean, it should ship for about, I don't know, I want to say $15. Maybe I can get it down a little bit using priority. After the, you know, the fees and all that stuff, I did okay. And it was only, like I said, I only had to put a little bit of extra money in to get the GoPro 9, because I was on the GoPro subscription yearly plan, and if you renew that, they bulk it in, you know, they add it into the price, and it actually saves you like $100 off the price of the GoPro. So I ended up doing that. All's good, and this is going out today. Okay, then I sold this vintage Oster Imperial massager. It's a handheld vibrating massager. It does work. When I plugged it in, it has 2 speeds and it worked. Got this at that Bellingham sale like 3 months ago. Probably have a couple of bucks into it. And this sold for $13 plus shipping. And lastly, this Hot Sticks hair setter from Conair. Got this at a yard sale a couple of weeks, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. It was like the end of the Sunday, and they were just trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So the lady handed me like 4 bags and said, fill up whatever you want, $20 for the 4 bags. So this was part of that. So with the amount of stuff that I got in those bags, I probably paid, I don't know, maybe 50 cents, maybe $1 for this. And this sold for $11.69 plus shipping. It was an offer, so I just took it. Okay, so yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, I went to a Goodwill and a Savers, and I did get some stuff. I'm looking for it. There it is. Got a couple more board games. I seem to be stocking up on board games with the thinking that, number one, I've sold a couple already for a good profit, and got Christmas coming up. So stocking up on them, and they're all from like the 60s and 70s. Some are in the 80s. There's actually a newer one down here too. Let's look at that. Tikal. I'm not even sure. Never heard of this. I paid $1.99 for it. I think I used a 20% off coupon on all this stuff too. But comps on this on eBay, I saw a few sold around $20, $25, $28. So hopefully I have the same luck. Hopefully it's all in there. And I try to look in the store, open it up, but without reading the directions, it's kind of hard to tell what pieces are in and if you might be missing anything. Then I grabbed this Hello Kitty Monopoly for $3.99 with the 20% off too. And I believe this was selling right around $25 on eBay. Again, I got to check to make sure it's complete. If it's not, then I lower the price and make sure that the buyer knows that. This other stuff, I'm not sure if I already showed. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm pretty tired. Finn, my new puppy, has been getting me up really early. It's not his fault. He's got to go to the bathroom. So I bought $1.99 each with the 20% off too. These Campbell's Soup like thermos kind of mug things. And I saw one of these was selling for like $10 on eBay. So I'm thinking of putting them up as a set of 2. And I might get, 20, maybe even a little more for having 2 of them. Grab these Echo, I guess they're water shoes, sandals, whatever you want to call them. Breathable sneakers. What did I pay for these? I paid $11.99, and they were going for, and they're in pretty good condition. A little bit of a cleanup, and they'll be good. They were going around $30. It might have been even $35 if I remember correctly. Grabbed another pair of rollerblades. These are Blade Runner Advantage Pros. There were no price on this at Savers, so I brought it up to the counter, and the girl's like, how about $6.99? And I said, that's perfect for me, because they're selling around, I want to say anywhere from $40 to $60. And they're in really good condition too. So I gotta check. Don't remember what size these are. They are size 8. Size 8. So size 8s in this should get me in the $40 to $60 range. Okay, one other thing too. I went to behind Barnes & Noble yesterday because I needed some more boxes. Even though you've seen some of my videos, I have tons of boxes. When I was looking for boxes, which I didn't find any, they were in the Barnes & Noble's, the dumpster, there was cases of like magazines. So I took 3. They were kind of sealed shut, but I could see inside the boxes, and they were magazines. I managed to get some guitar and music magazines out of them that I like to read. Got some magazines for my family, but in one of them, there were these ESPN Kobe Bryant special edition, and there's what, 1, 2, there's 6 of them here, brand new. They're a little, you can see they're a little nicked up here and there, but these are selling on eBay anywhere from $8 to $15. The $15 ones are free shipping. So, I mean, this is kind of like free money here. Even if I sold them for $12.99 plus free shipping, I can probably make about $5 each on every one of these. And one other thing before I go, and this is, like I said, this is the last part of the video for this video until I get the new GoPro. I changed my photo area. I was using a big light box, a 32 by 32. It was fine, but I felt like it was a little too big for the space, so I ended up doing this. So I got a couple of pieces of really thin plywood. I think that this at Home Depot, this was like $7, and the big one here was like 11, I believe. And I ended up ordering this stick and peel kind of wallpaper off Amazon. I got 2 rolls of it. It's like $13. And end up using all of it on that. So this right here, it actually looks good with the contrast. I was going to do this the same, but I think it would have been too much. And I could always stain it a different color, or paint it all black, but I might just leave it that way. Then I can turn the lights on here, and I have a really good photograph area. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe, and we're waiting on the GoPro Hero 9. Take care.